do a quick review on how to reserve your kit and supply orders, just in case you need a little refresher or you have friends that want to join ABE. So the ABE-LA online form submission timeline. So these are the forms we have, A, B, C, D, as you are familiar with. For Form A, reservation form. Anytime after the new calendar, the kit calendar has been posted, I highly recommend doing Form A as soon as possible. Anytime after the new kit calendar is posted, like I mentioned, so one teacher per school for kit, or every teacher for supplies only. You can go ahead and do Form A. Form B is the supply order. This is like where you tell me everything, the nitty-gritty, how many students, all of that information. Then when? Right after Form A, or at least 5 weeks prior to pickup. So you can do Form A, just reserve, and then maybe like a day or two later, you might want to do Form B, or you can do it right after Form B. I find it a lot easier doing it right after Form B. Right after Form A, doing Form B. And then after that, every teacher needs to fill out a Form B. Even if you guys are checking out one kit, every teacher from that school needs to do Form B. That way I know how many groups you guys have, how many students you have, how many reagents you'll be using, dry supplies, and all of that good stuff. After Form B, you'll be doing Form C. Form C is the teacher policies and agreement. When you'll do this during Form B, which is one of our new changes that we have made, and I'll go over it. And every teacher needs to do Form C. Form D is going to be the teacher lab results survey. So this is going to be done after you do your experiments. That way you guys have pictures to upload and send to us. Just before returning your kit supplies. If you guys do not submit them before you return your kit, I will ask you to do it there on the spot. Or you can just, send them to me. That way I'll have them and then I can upload them. But preferably, we are encouraging our teachers to do it themselves. Who needs to do this? Every teacher, of course. That way we know that everything is working. All of our reagents are working, because sometimes, things happen. And sometimes it may not work. So step 1. Reserve a time slot. So this is going to be, you'll go look at the kit calendar schedule. As you guys are familiar with it, then you'll do the Form A, which is that. The time slot to borrow a full kit, partial kit, or just supplies by completing Form A. That's going to be that form right here. And then right next to it is going to be the calendar, the kit calendar schedule. Borrowing a full kit or partial kit. Borrowing a kit for 3 weeks. As you guys are familiar with the policy, it's going to be only for 3 weeks at a time. Each school may borrow a kit once per calendar year. If ordering reagents, you can do that more than once a year. So this is the calendar. This is what it will look like on our page once you click it. And then kit pickup date is going to be this date right here, which are always going to be on Saturdays. And then the kit return date is going to be the Friday, the day before. And then so this day right here would be a kit return date. Friday and then Saturday, we'll turn over all the kits, get them ready for the next pickup. Does that make sense? Okay. And then as you guys are familiar, these are all the kits we have, A through E, and then this is going to be for partial supplies or reagent only instructors. Who should submit a reservation request? For kit request, one teacher from one school, like I mentioned earlier. All participating teachers at your school must complete the lab in the same 3-week time slot, which is going to be very difficult, but you guys need to communicate with one another just to make sure that everything gets completed. Materials only request. Each teacher should complete the kit supply reservation form separate, and all participating teachers can complete the lab during different time slots. Remember to please remember that all the kit reservations are first come, first basis. So as soon as when you want to do the labs, make sure that you go on there, check to make sure that nothing has been taken or a time slot hasn't been taken, especially the time that you prefer. Just go in there as soon as you can, and it is up for our site. After you see your name on the schedule, then you'll go to the next step, which is going to be step 2, ABE teacher expectations and policies. So this is new. So once you go on to Form A, fill that out, you'll go to Form. In order to do Form B, you have to fill out the teacher policy expectations. If you do not, it's not going to let you order your new reagents and supplies, and it will ask you a question. Oh, please upload your teacher policy. And I've tried it and it won't let you move forward if you don't upload your teacher policy. So that's one of our new things that we have changed. So you have to upload the PDF scan when ordering supplies, and then you'll do Form C. Yeah. And then step 3, Form B, the supply order from 5 weeks before time slot. Each teacher must fill out a separate supply order form so that I know what everybody needs. So Kennedy and I know what everyone needs. This is what it's going to look like. So once you guys submit your Form B, I'm going to send this back to you, and I'm going to put in the body, okay, is this correct? Did you want this number of groups? This is the total amount of students you have. And just so you know, we do have our reagents listed. We have our frozen, we have our refrigerated. And then over here, it will let me know if you guys are going to do lab 1 or any of the extensions, if you guys are going to do a bridge. And please do not pad the student numbers. I will give you enough reagents to make sure that you guys have enough and even in case, there might be, in case anything happens, I will definitely give you enough reagents for you. But just double check your student numbers for each lab. I will again put this in the body of the email once I confirm with you. I do production. As soon as I get an order form, Kennedy, all right, let's start production. This is the first order. Let's start getting it ready. When I get the first order, we go ahead. I tell Kennedy, okay, this is going to be for an X amount of groups, but let's make a little bit more this time, just in case there's another order that comes in. Once I'm starting to get the more orders, then I go into full production mode. And that's usually at the beginning of the month or even the month before. If I'm able to, I'll try to do it as soon as possible to ensure that we have enough time together. And then we also have, in the order form, we have an equipment list. And so if you need any equipment, just let me know. If you don't tell me, I will probably just email you, and I'm sorry because it's probably going to be a lot of emails. I'll just be like, oh, do you need this? Do you need that? I didn't see you didn't request this. Do you have this already? So, just let me know if you need anything specific, or if you already have it, just let me know. And then Lab 5 class details, please let me know your details of your class, just so that I know how many plates to prepare. And then we'll try to give you a couple extra ones, maybe 3 or so students can go ahead and practice as well. Do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns? Okay, great.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Form C, because usually those forms are all Google Docs, Google Forms. So Form C sounds like it's a PDF that you actually sign and scan to upload to the Google form of Form B.
Correct, yeah. So you're going to actually have to download it, sign it, or if you have the smart pen, you can just sign it and then just upload it.
I have a question.
Yes.
On the PCR, that's just you can borrow thermocyclers on that?
This one in here?
Yeah.
Yes, so if you decide to do the PCR lab, we'll include these, but I need to know how many, how big your class is, because they'll determine how many we let you borrow.
Okay.
And then to do your order, to do your pickup order, to schedule a time that you want to come in to pick up your order or drop off, we use Sign Up Genius. LA Mission and LATTC use via email, so you'll just email the site coordinator, and then you'll just do direct email with them, and then you'll just let them know, oh, I would like to schedule my drop off or my pickup. During your kit pickup, verify, so when you guys come in to pick up your materials, just make sure that everything is there. Kennedy and I, last semester, I wasn't here this last semester, but last semester, we checked, make sure, we went through it with every instructor and every teacher to make sure everything was there, especially in the mini one kits, because things always get lost. Totally understandable. And so just make sure that everything is there. Review how reagents are stored if you need to. Kennedy and I are pretty good at like labeling things that need to go in the freezer, in the fridge, room temperature. But we'll also review with you if needed. If you have any questions, just, about aliquoting or anything at all, just feel free to email me or Kennedy or Dr. Wu. But if you do decide to contact me, this is very important. I am only available after 3:30 just because I do work full-time for the college, Fullerton College, and they do not allow me to answer any emails or do any work for ABE during my Fullerton time. So I officially start my Amgen time from 3:30, starting at 3:30 p.m.
So if you're writing emails, it might be good to CC Kennedy and myself, so in
Right.
case
That
Kennedy's
way.
in class, maybe I can answer.
And then for during the labs, if you send us an email and no one is responding to you, we do have available resources for you so that you can go on there and check. And then for lab 5 scheduled time to pick up, I will be giving you this gray bin. Depending on how many plates you order, it might be a small bin, it might be a really big gray bin, but it will be a gray bin for to transport, all of your waste. You'll be getting this black lunch bag. That's where I'm going to have your comp-cells. Your comp-cells are going to be in this little cooler, styrofoam, no, not styrofoam, like little metal container. This is going to be inside the lunch bag. This is going to be your transformation supplies, all of your plates. Your plates are going to be inside this cooler bag that's going to go in the fridge. And then you'll find inside your bag your LB aliquots as well. So step 6, teachers form D and students form E surveys. So once everything is completed, you guys are working on your labs, you guys are done with your labs, we are going to have do the Form D lab results survey and Form E for student post-lab survey. And please be sure to upload your pictures. Survey, okay, so I think there was a slide missing, I'm not sure. But when you guys bring back your waste, especially your plates, in this bag, I have biohazard bags for you. So stick your plates in there, but don't fill them up all the way to the top, only because when I autoclave them in the autoclave, if they're too full, it will spill over and it will make a mess in the autoclave. And the agar will be everywhere, yes.
So you don't want them back in the bags at all?
Yeah, put
You
them
want
back in the
sleeve,
sleeves,
and
and then you
in
can
that
put
bag.
them in the
Okay.
biohazard bag.
Right, okay.
And I would use the gray bin to put that in there, so it's not like
Any unused ones you want back, or you just want everything in the waste?
you can just put everything in the waste.
Okay.
And then just a quick reminder, remember to put, any tips that touch bacteria during lab 5, all of that, anything that you guys use is going to go into that biohazard bag. Do you guys have any questions?
Is there still a student pre-lab survey?
Karen, I think they changed it, right?
Yes.
The student pre-lab survey?
For you
It's-
guys, no. For LAUSD teachers, yes, there's a pre and a post. But for you guys, we have combined it into a pre and post.
Oh, it's just
In hopes of
after.
getting better.
So after,
results.
and in the questions they'll ask you, before the labs, what did you take? And after the labs,
And then
after,
after, okay,
and that way
okay.
it'll just be one survey of students.
Okay, thank you.
Did someone else? Yes.
Go back one.
Yeah.
So
One more?
the student post lab is that like, I know, but is that like, how is that different from the student survey? I thought it was just one. So one is like asking them about their experience and would they go into careers in biotech and how, you ask them a bunch of questions. But what was the student post lab survey again? It was just one.
So the student post-lab survey is going to ask the students about the ABE labs. That's the, Karen, the
It
post-lab
does
survey
ask
is
their,
the one
you know, their opinions on, you know, whether they feel they've learned
Yeah,
more
did they-
skills,
Oh, he's
whether
not
they
too
are more
long.
aware of biotech career opportunities and education opportunities. But it asks them, what did you think before, as well as what did you think after, which is why we called it a post-survey.
They're gonna be doing this one, correct,
Right.
Karen? Not this one.
That is just the QR code is a slide you can show in your class. The kids can all take their phone, snap that, and complete the phone, the form.
It's the same thing.
The student survey is just asking for demographics.
It asks, yeah, it's an anonymous one that asks for some demographics, and it's all decline to answer if you want to. And then what we also really want is, did you learn more? Do you feel more confident in science? We want to see how their opinions have changed on the science and whether you as teachers have informed them of biotech career opportunities and education opportunities.
So if you're interested, it's on the website.
But I'll send you guys the links in an email. Like, I'll check in with you guys, and then I'm like, oh, here's the link to the post-lab survey. So I'll send it. I'll send it all to you guys before you bring your materials back. Yes.
For LAUSD, I would do a pre-lab survey in addition to the post-lab survey?
Yes.
Okay. And
And yet, how many of you are LAUSD teachers? One troublemaker here. There's actually three for LAUSD. One is a parent data release form. This parents are supposed to sign. Then one is a student pre-survey and one is a student post-survey. We're actually going to compare this year how the data differs between whether they get different surveys before and after or whether they do it all at the end. Compare that.
So Christy, in case we messed up, we could just go to the training center and then
Okay. Is Kate bunny yet? Where is Kate? Okay. Did you get your gift card, Kate? You won! 2023-2024 survey. So please, you guys, don't forget to do your surveys. You guys will be entered in the raffle.
And also there's a student.
Yes. See, Gregory. He
Oh,
got,
yeah.
He got
Student
$100. The surveys mean a lot to us. We really, really value the feedback we get on our programs so we can continuously improve. It's not because we're trying to make your lives harder. We really are just trying to make sure our program's being effective and we're doing our job.
So step 7, pack it carefully and return. So as you guys are familiar, you have to pack everything, bring it back to drop off your kit. And it's gonna be the same, sign up Genius. Just, look for a time that fits you. And then we will send a confirmation email just to make sure, okay, just want to confirm that you signed up for this date on this time. And then if you want to go back to the kit equipment checklist, we will also be emailing you that the day that you pick up your materials. We'll be giving you a copy of this as well in your inbox. And then you can just use that as a reference just to make sure that you got everything back into all of the kits and then to us. Oh, it is here. Waste disposal. Bio waste disposal. So here's the gray bin. So this one is way too full, as you can see. But I like them to be filled up to like that line right there, or by the autoclave sign. That's a great indicator, like where to stop filling. And then you just want to make sure you put everything in your gray bin. That way it's not in your cart, just loosey-goosey. And then what goes into the autoclave, of course, all of your Lab 5 transformation, protein purification, colony PCR, and EPM as well. And we do include twist ties in your little transformation supply, so just use the twist ties. If you guys tie the bag, I have to go in and untie it, and then just use a twist tie, just because if it's knotted, and then if I throw it in the autoclave like that, it needs air, it needs space to breathe, otherwise it can just explode in there. Yes, Dr. Wu.
So can we stress that you cannot put bleach?
Oh yes, do not put bleach in the biohazard bags. I think I had one instructor that did and I didn't know, and I autoclaved it, and it smelled bad. Not just that, but it can corrode the autoclave, and then that costs a lot of money to get fixed. if it keeps happening. So please, no bleach in the biohazard bag. You can just dump everything straight in there. I'll
So
take
my
care of it.
suggestion is, if you're gonna be using little plastic glass beakers for your bio waste for tips and for students, either take the whole beaker and dump it into the autoclave bag, and then go bleach it and wash it for yourself, right? But don't put bleach and then dump everything.
And then one more thing, don't leave your plates out in the sun because things will grow on it. That has happened back in like 2018 when I was a student hourly helping Dr. Wu. The other tech and I, we got back this big bag of plates and we opened it. I kid you not, there was maggots in there and like little fruit flies were coming out. We were like, ugh. So just don't leave them out in the sun or any like moist environment where things will grow and get in. So ordering forms and protocols, updated video series. So there is, in our YouTube channel, there are 4 videos available for you. If you have any friends that want to go ahead and join ABE and want to know how to order, or if you just need a quick little refresher, there are videos available to you. And then online resources that you will definitely want to use. You can always access them through the center page, the .NET one. If you guys have any questions about it, that's a really great resource as well. So for aliquoting, so we are not going to be providing aliquots this upcoming year and even this fall semester. But if you guys do have a lot of students, we do have repeater pipettes available for you. There is a repeater pipette video available that you guys can watch and learn how to use a repeater. If you guys are still a little iffy on it, that's okay. During your pickup day, you guys can go ahead and come in a couple minutes early for pickup. Kennedy and I will be there. And then we can help you guys with your aliquots then, or if you guys need help to figure out, okay, how much do I need to put into each tube, how much do I need to put, how much do I need to set my repeater to, we will be there to help you out. Or you can also have aliquoting parties at your high school. And then, you guys can help each other out, or, you guys can come do it here with us. Or if you trust any trained student, you can have them help you as well. And this is the repeater video. This is our QR code for the repeater video. And there are, when we send you guys and give you the repeater, there are going to be guides that tell you how much you need to set your repeater to. So this will always be available to you. I will give you a physical copy, and it will also be available online as well.
There's a different aliquoting guide for different
each
pipettes. So
all
your coordinator will determine whether you get a repeater pipette.
Right. Or a regular pipette.
I have a question.
Yes.
This may be silly. What's a repeater?
Oh, so a repeater
The best things in sliced bread.
Yeah. So you can do multiple aliquots with just one pipetter.
Yeah.
Right. And it has, and then you just load up like a mill, and then let's say you want to do 200 milliliters, just do. And it'll do it for you, but you have to just set it.
Okay.
And then it does require a special tip.
Okay.
And then you'll see it's a large amount.
And so if we want to check that out, is there a separate request, or when we come in, we would just ask? Can we borrow?
Well, depending on your order, depending on how many groups you have, I'll decide whether you need a repeater or just a regular pipette.
And it's not to be mean, it's
It's
just that
done.
it uses
Yeah.
a syringe tip and a certain amount of reagent, it leaves residual in there, so you
It
waste
does.
an awful lot. So if you only have a few, and you'll still probably have to use a regular pipetter to do your enzymes if you're under 200 microliters total.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, the first 2 that you aliquot are not going to be correct. So I would, suggest you kind of throw that out,
Yeah.
just because it's not going to be the actual amount that you need. And then after the first 2 or so, it should be good. But yeah, that's the QR code to the repeater video. And then other resources available to you are going to be in the ABE YouTube channel. There's many resources available to you for instructional videos, or students on how to do labs and way more. There's also Lab Exchange, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. You guys can use that as well, have students use it before you do your ABE labs, that way they know what they're going to be doing, get familiar with it, don't get too scared. And then Teacher Tips and Troubleshooting Toolkit T3, this is also available to teachers as well on our website. There is the password, it is password protected. And if you guys ever do need that for any reason and you can't find it, just send me an email and I'll send you the password and the link to the toolkit. And then these are just some upcoming workshops for 2024, 2025. We have October 19th through the 20th. What's today? The 21st? 21st. Oh, we're in September. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. So October 19th to the 20th, we have the Abridged GE PDI. If you guys, want a refresher, have any friends that want to join, let them know. It's going to be at Pierce College. And then we are also having the Intro to Biotech here at Fullerton College. If you have any friends that want to start ABE, let them know to register. If you guys want to go ahead and come on down as well, go ahead and register. In December, we're going to do another Abridged PDI at Channel Islands. 2025, Exploring Precision Medicine. Pasadena, another Precision Medicine. Fullerton College here in 2025. Abridged PDI. LATTC, and then Huntington Gardens, a complete GE PDI series in July of next year. And then these are just some student workshops in case your students want to get more hands-on. We have these workshops that Kennedy and I will be hosting. And then Pasadena work days. These are the dates that they have available. If your students are interested in the workshops coming up, we have one on October 30th. Halloween costumes are encouraged, lab safety of course. And then we're gonna have 2 more workshops in January, and we might have more, but I'll update those as we come, and then I'll update you guys as well. And then we are having a biotech open house for those of you that are interested, or you might have students that might be interested to learn more about biotech. Please let me know, and I can go ahead and send you the registration form. And then there's going to be another one in April of next year.
Gladys, are
Yes.
you going to send us the slide deck?
Yeah,
Okay,
at then.
I'm missing all of it.
And it'll be on the website.
And it'll be on the website as well, yes. It's too much information. Partner speakers, I'm going to hand it over to Kennedy Doyle. And she's going to talk about the biotechnology program and certificates available through the biotech program that we have here at Fullerton College. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions?